Okay, so we're talking about bass legends and icons, and I'm going to talk about somebody who you probably, unless you're already a big fan of the bass and have already been researching who's cool and not and who's driving things forward, you may not have heard of her, and her name is Nick West. I discovered her quite by accident. I do not, despite the fact that I'm making this video series, I am not an expert on every single, who's hip and who's not bass player out in the world. Um, I discovered Nick West by researching U-basses, and that's why you're looking at this particular video. I was trying to decide whether or not I should buy a U-bass, and if so, which ones to get. And of course, stumbled across this Kiss cover, Kiss by Prince cover, played by Nick West on her signature U-bass. Now, huge hint: if instrument companies are making you a signature bass, you're probably already an icon, right? They're capitalizing on your stardom, counting on your stardom and your iconhood in order to sell instruments. And Nick West falls in that category, and for very good reason. I watched this video and was just floored. I suddenly stopped caring about my search for U basses and whether I should buy one. And no, I did not buy the glittery purple electric U-bass that she has. Nothing against it. It's just, you know, I'm straight. Probably not the best look for me. I'm not the target audience for this particular instrument. I am definitely the target audience for Nick West's music. She is phenomenal. I cannot gush about her and her playing ability enough. You know, and I felt that way, she's making this video that she's posting on YouTube. She's making this video in her own home studio doing a cover of someone else's song. You'd think that's something that maybe an established star wouldn't do. She doesn't shy away from that. She's not bashful about that at all. She is more than happy to play covers, just like, aspiring stars, right? Even though she's already established, and most stars would think themselves probably above that. She's capitalizing on YouTube to be a media influencer. She's not only promoting her own brand and the product, in this case, the signature U-bass, which she doesn't play all of her covers or even her own songs with this, right? She just this one particular one that caught my attention and drew me to her. She was. Um, she is playing her own music. She's playing other people's covers, and she's not remotely ashamed or bashful about doing so. And she is drawing, in this case, this video has 104, just under 104,000 views and just under 3,500 likes. And you say, well, why didn't all those other people like the video? It is a bear to get people to click like on on these videos. So if you've ever made one, getting people to actually click like, no matter how many people have seen it, is tough, especially when I can't play, and I'm so sorry. I can't push play on this and let you listen to her play. You got to go find that for yourself. I would love to, but the people that own the rights to Prince's music would definitely object. I doubt she would object, based on the fact that she has worked with a lot of other YouTubers out there. Um, if you listen to a lot of other influencers, Scott from Scott's Bass Lessons, I mention him a lot. I'm a huge fan of his. I'm a huge fan of his videos. I'm a huge fan of the fact that he does so much to help us who are still trying to master the instrument, with his videos. He's an amazing guy. He does a one-on-one video with her, and I believe it's his video where they discuss how she met Prince. Because if I didn't cover this already, Nick West, before she started her solo career, played with Prince. She was his bassist. So she talks about the conversation where they meet each other, and she's playing a little bit for him, and he basically says, let me show you what I'm looking for, and let me show you how it's done. And he just really tears into it and attacks the bass. And she talks about being totally blown away by that. That is what I was blown away by her playing style. She is very, very aggressive. She really just digs into those strings and tears after it. So not only is she playing slap, but she's playing in a very unique, very Prince way of playing it. Her music is very, very, even her own stuff is very, very Prince inspired. It's very, very funk inspired, and very, very cool. Um, in addition to this cover, check out her, and this is going to sound so funny if you knew me because I'm very much into punk rock, um, very much into, I wouldn't say metal, but, Flea, Red Hot Chili Peppers, alternative, new wave, grunge, that kind of thing. Um, and I do like funk. I've always liked funk. Um, even when it didn't fit my image or, as a punk little kid, I always appreciated funk, always loved it. Um, but she's got a Brandy Up in My Room cover, right? And so now I'm gonna let a skeleton out of the closet here. I am a huge Brandy fan, and it just does not match my, is not something you would think if you look at me, to think that I'm a Brandy fan. I loved the show as a kid. Had a crush on her when I was a kid. When I was still, I was probably late teens, early 20s when that show was on TV, and I thought Brandy was just gorgeous and adorable. So, and huge superstar. But you wouldn't think of me, especially as a cool, wanting to be cool, bass player, tell you to go out and watch a cover of a Brandy song. But Nick West's um, cover of Brandy's Up in My Room is just phenomenal. And it's like, really? I mean, how is she doing that with this song? So anything, please, please, please go out, research Nick West. I do believe that in 10 years' time, when you're talking about, who are the most iconic, who are the biggest living bass legends out there in the world, um, you're not going to need to apply any qualifications anymore, right? She's not going to be the up and comer anymore, right? She's going to be the established legend. She's not going to be, who's the best female bass player out there, right? You're going to remove that qualification from a discussion of her. It's not just going to be that she's one of the best female bass players out there. The fact that she's female is going to be like, a bonus, right? It's an addition to. It's, her talent is going to be, viewed as just totally undeniable. She's in the conversations with the Flea. She's in the conversations with Marcus Miller. She's in the conversations with Jacko. To say that now is a bit of a stretch, but to say that her popularity won't grow and people won't appreciate her talent, I think they're going to, and that she will soon, in record time, be in those conversations with those people. Again, like I said, I'm just completely enamored with her. Her bass playing ability alone warrants that. I think her personality, her voice, um, truly destined for stardom. She's got that Gwen Stefani, superstardom personality, cuteness, um, singing ability, talent, everything, and she just has the, Flea, James Jamerson, Marcus Miller style, Prince sound. She's got that playing ability with the bass and talent with the bass to match her singing, to match her personality. I just think she's going to be a huge, huge, huge superstar. And if you're a fan of the bass and totally obsessed with the bass, she already is to you, right? She's already that. But for the rest of the world who isn't totally obsessed with the bass like we are, I think she soon, she certainly has the potential to reach that kind of status and then draw them into the bass. Okay, so please like, share, subscribe. I know that was very, very long-winded. I'm so sorry I can't play examples of her playing. Please go out, since you're already on YouTube, find this video, find her Brandy video, find her own stuff, find her interviews talking about working with Prince. Um, maybe find some live shows where she was playing with Prince. Um, I guarantee you, you're going to be just as enamored and impressed with her as I am. Thank you so much for watching.